Okay, we're good. Having everybody's phone on.
Yeah. It is 5 after 10, 22nd of June, 2026. I'll call a special meeting of the Dolores County Board of County Commissioners ordered. Everyone can join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First up, today's meeting is an expenditure meeting. Don't have anything on the agenda, no set agenda items other than our expenditures. Don't believe we have any minutes as well. Just our EFT sheet and then one voucher here. Commissioner Ullman, do you have anything?
Nope.
Other than that? Commissioner Davis?
Nope.
Okay, open it up. Have our payment to Pitney Bowes.
If you guys could remind everybody upstairs, because I get tired of doing it. They gotta let either me or Taylor know that they're putting postage on.
They've got what now?
But either Taylor or I know that they're putting postage on, because this happened Wednesday.
Just discussed this at the March meeting.
So maybe at the next in the month meeting, we can.
Why they're putting the postage on?
No, it comes out of the checking account.
Just to let you know that they're doing it, so you're not.
I've got no paperwork in order for Taylor to get it out of the checking account.
Okay.
Almost like a receipt or something, just
They just gotta tell us,
okay.
and then I can do the EFT sheet. But she did it Wednesday and I
With
was
that, hey,
email,
Just
text,
give
phone call,
post. Okay.
you know, I don't care.
Okay. Yeah. We'll address this next week.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and we have our one voucher, one sentence, or side by side. All right.
It's basically pulling with the new funding that Search and Rescue has, is pulling out of the KCW grant, which is called the county allocation now. KCW is the Keep Colorado Wild, where they can pay $20-some on their registration. Anyway, we get about 44,000 a year from that. The first 2 years, we're allowed to roll those funds over. It's just they have to then be spent within 2 years. Or the money just goes, they take the money back.
You're at risk of seeing diminished funds if you have some money back.
It's already allocated to the county.
So I mean, it's 44 a year regardless of if you have to send it back.
It changes based on number of things, number of rescues we have, number of hours that are spent on rescues, number of search and rescue members on the team, size of the county. It's a weird formula. I think we got 41,000 the first year, which was 25, 20. I know it seems weird. This is the 26th grant that we got last year, but it goes by their fiscal year. And it was 44 this year. And as long as people keep paying the state parks pass, then
This is what it comes out of.
The end of year funds, which we've always survived on, which were always, like when I started, they were about $4,000. We get about somewhere around 12,000 a year by equipment from that. There's more stringent requirements on what we can purchase with that, which is basically just equipment replacement or new equipment. That was out of the 25 cents on hunting, fishing, whatever. That's now gone to $1.25. So if you figure that we normally got about 10-12,000, 2027, we increase that by a factor of 5. So actually our funding will go up. But this is that new fund. And we wanted to get a side by side problem with side by side we had, it does need an engine overall, but the winter that we used it a lot, twice we were up on the glade. This was with loggers that got stuck in the one roll or whatever, but the ones that got stuck, and we were, 20 miles back in, and realized that if we got stuck, we're in a wide open side by side reason for that, basically. So we wanted to get a newer one. This one is actually the Mountaineer edition, so it's geared down lower. So it's able to climb a lot better. It's got increased ground clearance, and it's got heating. So if we were to get stuck on a mission or whatever, or at least my guys aren't gonna freeze to death until snowmobile can get there to hopefully get them out. The other reason we wanted to get the newer side by side was last year I got sent to 2 missions up on the glade, and once we went across the bridge and up, those roads were so washboarded that in either the truck or the van, we couldn't do more than like 15 miles an hour, or we just started shaking off the road. Then we found with the old side by side, we can easily do 35 and not even notice some of those. So we're hoping to use this as basically our response vehicle for, Utah border to even ground up if we go the back way. And hopefully do a little less wear and tear on the trucks, use the trucks to haul, trailers if we need to, that kind of thing.
So completely grant funded with Keep Color Wild, and then you're working to do your carryover. Ongoing maintenance with and stuff like that, they'll come out of search and rescue.
And when did the funds come in for this?
2 weeks after we send in the PO with a copy of our check on the invoice.
Okay.
According to CPW. The nice thing though about that is, we're trying to change a few things, but I just got appointed. I'm one of 2 search and rescue members that are on the state BSAR council, who determines how the state search and rescue funds get allocated and paid. So I have some say in this moving forward. And we have a whole lot of counties that are the end of year funds, they send us ahead of time. So when we get our notice of funding, like last year, we got our notice of funding of 10,000 whatever dollars for the end of year funds, they sent us a check. KCW funds, we have to submit a budget, then we have to submit I don't know, purchase order or whatever they call it. That lists what it came out of, with a copy of the check and a copy of the invoice and a picture of whatever we bought. And then they've already accepted our budget, so it's an approved purchase. I can't send in a request for money until I have a copy of the check.
Think of anything.
Hoping that maybe next year we'll do the same thing for me.
I don't park in my yard.
What's that? Well, it can't sit there and not be driven. That's bad for it.
What she said. Yeah.
All you have to do is go tell Todd you want to be on search and rescue. You're done.
Feels anything?
No. I don't have any.
Well, even if you had, for agency assist, even if you had something, you could run it up there to them to use.
Oh, yeah.
also.
We would have done that yesterday
Yeah.
or Saturday. Now we purchased one 5-6 years ago. We used one, it's 2003. It's worked pretty well. We've done probably 9 rescues with it, but the engine is a little tired. And my thought is, now granted it isn't fully enclosed and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't matter. I don't need to know this, but obviously new side by sides are extremely expensive. But I would imagine that replacing the motor is probably 1/5 of that. So the rest of the machine is fine, but the motor's tired. So that, I mean, we're doing a new thing. Don and I have been talking and with our search and rescue people up at Pico, we're gonna make a strategic plan over, like, say, the next 3 years. Like, this is how much money we're expecting coming in. What are our priorities?
It costs that much, 57,000? If I was almost like buying a new vehicle.
Way more
expensive.
than you buy.
Yeah.
Can afford.
Now, we did add a few things on there, obviously, so that we can carry more items. I don't know, you think of them?
No, Don had his phone. It's cool looking.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's send them to. Although we have to get some search and rescue detail on it, but that's what it looks like.
It's just like a Jeep. I buy a Jeep cheaper.
And what we did on the back, it's got the roof rack, but that's better than my car, but
Yeah.
Fancy.
But,
Awesome.
there, so that we're able to actually strap our Stokes baskets and axes and chainsaws, etc. And then eventually they make a nice tarp over it, and then we'll eventually have a slide in that deck too.
Dang.
So.
I want to see.
Distraction. What's that?
I still want to see the picture.
Make a motion, we approve expenditures.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and second to approve expenditures. Any other discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor?
Yes, yes.
Yes, as well.
But.
Okay.
Have this and.
That check will need to be signed by Rita before you run off with it.
Yeah, they're not open today,
Oh, okay.
but they are open tomorrow.
Wait, the clerk's office is not open today?
No, the fun center.
Oh, the fun center.
They're gonna make this.
Yeah.
Be awesome.
Yes.
Very nice. Oh, pretty, very nice. Yes. Oh.
Anything else for the good of the order? Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor of adjourn?
Yes.
Yes, as well.
When do you guys want to do the July utility and visa bill?